how did you first join Dundalk FC?
So when I was playing football up in Malahide, I was playing well and then I got offered to train in Dundalk and I signed.
And then I heard Romeo used to train your football team for the school. What was it like having him as your trainer?
Yeah, it was very good having Romeo training us. He was strict and he was like hard on us and he made us be better.
And do you think that Romeo was unfair sometimes, or do you think that he was very, harsh but fair as a trainer?
Yeah, it was good because he was harsh and it would make people like train harder and try to be better.
And do you think that Romeo's helped you improve as a player?
Yeah, he has. He's helped me to be like more aggressive and just like try and work harder for what I want.
And what's the biggest thing you've learned from Romeo's game from watching him play football?
Yeah, Romeo's like an aggressive player and he's like fast and strong and he's direct.
And finally, where do you want to be at the end of your football career?
I want to play in like Premier League or something.
Yeah, I was teaching in a school in Trim, and Romeo was the star striker for St Oliver's at the time, and we had a very strong team in Trim. One thing I remember was Romeo stood out because even though the team I had beat them on the day, I just remember Romeo kept trying to get the other guys up and trying to keep his team going to the end. And I remember like how disappointed Romeo and a couple of others were when they lost. So when I actually came here the year after, I was kind of excited about coaching them because I knew they were very determined. So that was my first impression of Romeo, was that he was a determined guy, and even when he lost, he was just thinking about the next game. So that was something that always stuck with me.
Talk about you going up against Mr. Browne in the final.
We lost that final, by the way, 2-0. But I always had that drive to do my best and win. It doesn't always happen, but that final there, we did so well that year, coming together, and I think we won like 7 straight games, and we didn't lose, and I ended up winning top goal scorer that year and player of the year. So playing that final, we actually had our Mr. Gardner got 3 buses to watch our final. So we had our whole crowd on the side, and so there was pressure already put on us. So like obviously my older brother and his mates were there watching as well. So yeah, it was definitely a tough loss, but we were young, we took it in and just moved on.
You were a part of the under-17s team that Mr. Browne coached to the league final. Tell us about that team and the final.
That team was the best ever school team I've been a part of. There's just so much talent on that team, and the boys helped me a lot, scored so many goals that year, and ended up winning top scorer that year and player of the year that year from management, obviously. So the final was big, and I couldn't play the final because I was on a red card, and 2 yellows in the semi-final. I got 2 yellow cards, which I still don't agree with till this day, to be honest. It was rough not playing the final, watching my team losing 4-0, and watching Josh get a red card and taking the player completely out. And it was tough. But reaching the final itself was great for that whole year. We enjoyed it so much.